What's up, guys? I'm installing my engine. I'm putting it back together. Got my head back from the machine shop. Got it reconditioned. Came out really nice. Check that out. They did a really good job. So I didn't do nothing special to it or anything. Well, not on this motor. Eventually I'm gonna redo that head. I'm gonna get another block, and then I'm just gonna fully build that one completely. So this is what's going in the car for now. Got the new head gasket on top. Got it from FCP Euro. This was the gasket here, and which is pretty cool. They show you the sequence on tightening it down. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, got some new head bolts. Got a rear main seal. And got my crank seal. These are my cam ledges right here. Vanos gears. Everything ready for install. This is the chain here. So these are the parts that came off of it. I know it all looks crazy right now, but I got my flywheel, got the clutch. This right here is my exhaust manifold, my waste gates, my water pump. I got a new water pump, so I'm gonna throw the new one on there. I'm gonna get a new valve cover gasket. So it's getting a lot of new things. It's the car over here. Oh, and also that's my my intercooler, 7-inch intercooler, or 7.5-inch intercooler. It's my turbo housing right here. All that's going in here. Yeah. Got a lot of work to do. So let's get started. All right, guys. Got the cylinder head bolts in. So now it's time to torque them to spec. This is the guideline here. So all the bolts are gonna be torqued down to 30 Newton meters, followed by 90 degree. It would be from 1 to 14. So all the bolts. Then the extra 90 degrees only from 1 to 10. So this is the graph here where it shows you. And remember, these are all new bolts. You don't want to reuse head bolts. You always want to get new bolts because they tend to stretch. So I'm gonna get on it now. All right, guys. I got the head bolts torqued down to spec, and I also put in my lifters and arms. All right, so when I was doing this, I found out that I had a bad lifter. So let me show you what a good lifter and a bad lifter is supposed to look like. All right, this right here is a good lifter. See, I'm putting pressure on it, and it's not coming down. It's staying stiff. That's a good lifter. This one right here is the bad lifter. Check it out. Look at that. See all that play that it has? Yeah, that can cause misfires, it can cause engine noise, tapping, and everything. So I had to change that out. I had some spares here, so that worked out. So this is where I am right now. Now it's time to put on the cam ledges. Gotta torque those down to spec as well. All right, I got my cam ledges and cams in place. I torque them down to 71 inch-pounds. Start from the middle out. So first I snug them, with my hands just to snug them. And then when they're sitting properly, then you torque them down from the middle going outwards. Middle out, middle out. So you want to be careful and make sure that these sit over that ledge right there. You want to make sure of it. Make sure it doesn't bind or get stuck or anything. And also make sure that it starts going down evenly. Because you can start tightening one side and then this side can be lifted. So you would have to loosen up the back or the front for the back to sit down. You know what I mean? So you just got to do it really cautious. Just be really cautious when it comes down to this. So after you torque them down 71 inch-pounds, it's followed by a 60-degree angle. So you go to each one, same thing. You start from the middle out, and then you do a 60-degree turn on each. Remember, it's important from the middle out, and make sure everything is seated properly. And also the lifter arms, make sure all the lifter arms, before you start torquing down, make sure they all seated properly. See how they're all seated? Because it's easy for them to like move over. So just make sure that they're all seated properly. So this is the locking tool to keep the cams locked in place. So you definitely want this to make sure that the timing is lined up perfect. And this right here is locking the cam plate in place for when I go and I torque down this bolt. So that locks that down. So this is where I'm at so far. All right, so this is how it looks all together. Everything on the dock race plate. Got the my exhaust manifold on, my wastegates, which are 40 millimeters. This is the feed, and this is the drain. Got the water pump on and hoses. Ready for install. Only thing I had to change is the since I took it off of the engine stand, so I just need to change my rear main seal. But all the other seals are changed, so I can do that before I put it in. But this is it. It's ready to go in there. I did a little pressure washing, nothing big, but just a little pressure wash just to get it somewhat clean. Yeah. So I'll do follow-up, do another video when I get it at least inside the car. I'll do another video and show you guys on, step by step on how it's coming along. So you guys can like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.